trying to trace it. I got you breathing faster than a spaceship. Once you hop on, no turning back, one-way trip.
So my beautiful people, it's almost about that time. It's almost 3 p.m. I'm going to be going live soon with my boy Jackpot. So I'm going to just go live now, wait for you guys to start hopping on, so at 3 p.m. we can get down to business, you know what I mean? What's going on, everyone hopping on? Appreciate you guys. Just getting ready for my boy Jackpot to hop on. We're going to be talking about some pretty dope stuff. For those of you hopping on right now, I hope, obviously, of course, you guys seen the post that I posted earlier about going live with Jackpot today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about the Forex market. For any of you guys who are into trading, currencies, or are new to this and you want to learn because of the coronavirus, you want to, you got more time at home, so you want to learn how to trade, how to incorporate the spiritual aspect into healthy trading and stuff like that. That's the conversations we're going to have today between me and Jackpot. We're going to be talking about incorporating spirituality with Forex, as well as asking Q&As with him, so we can get to know about him, his story, how he became this successful professional Forex trader, and how it may help you, you know what I mean? For those of you guys who want to start this journey. It's the whole point of why I wanted to do this live, so let's get it. He's going to be hopping on in about 8 minutes. So in the meantime, if you guys have any questions you want me to ask them, by all means, leave all those comments below. I will be going through them. Yeah, guys, everyone hopping on. Appreciate you guys. What's up? So I've been listening to some of my old music, and in the meantime, we could play some old music here. For those of you who are into my music aspect of my page, you know that I'm a music artist. I make music for the people to awaken. I got 5 old-ass mixtapes, bro, from since 2010, all rapping about super conscious things like, what I rap about in today's music. So I've been doing this for a long time, guys. I've been rapping like this since at least 2007, 2008, and now it's starting to attract an actual community and a fan base. It's amazing. I'm proud of myself for never giving up and rapping about stuff that other people weren't into in the time frame that it was. You know what I mean? So to see that this music shit is growing, bro. So many of you guys are resonating with this new hip-hop wave of super conscious hip-hop, you know what I mean? And to me, I feel like this is going to be the future of music, because as more stuff gets exposed, guys, with all of this crap with pedophilia and Hollywood and politics, the government, as more and more of these things get exposed, first and foremost, we all know Hollywood is done. Hollywood is done with. All these actors, all these famous celebrities, they done with. The masses ain't playing no games. Everybody's really doing their research. They're holding these people accountable. They're bringing up these old-ass receipts. So what's going to happen, guys? We're going to become the new celebrities in this world. We, meaning those who have been putting in the spiritual work for all of these years. Those who are really authentically in the conscious community because they genuinely want to awaken the masses. You know what I mean? Those of us putting in this work and walking this path and applying the spiritual knowledge to our daily lifestyle, we are the ones who will become these new public figures that people can look up to for guidance, because we genuinely want to help the people. No one's going to be rocking with none of these mainstream rappers anymore very quickly, very soon. And not only rappers, but a lot of people, bro. A lot of our freaking childhood heroes that we all grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s watching. Some of your favorite people about to get exposed, bro, and it's unfortunate, but these are the times to be focusing our minds collectively on a new skill set, like trading currencies, for example, like Forex. You want to learn how to not depend on a 9-to-5, on a company, on the system, on their insurance, on their 401ks, and all this bullshit. You don't want to depend on this, you feel me? You want to be able to depend on your own knowledge and skill set to make yourself financially free. Because if you can make yourself financially free, you depend on no government funding, no government program. You depend on solely you. But it's more than just focusing on money. You need to also focus on the aspect of the mind, the mindset. How do you attain this clear mindset so that you can, hold up real quick. How do you attain this clear mindset so that you can really be focused and disciplined enough mentally to attract a financially free lifestyle to yourself? And the answer to that question is you need to sit down with yourself, get a notebook and a pen and paper, whatever, and just write down stuff like, yo, what am I into? What am I passionate about? What is something that I love so much that I would do it for free? Whatever you love so much that you're willing to do for free, that is your life's passion. And most likely your life's purpose, because you're so good at it. It comes to you naturally. You love it. You don't need to get paid to do it. You'll do it for free because that's how much you love it. Those are the things you need to focus your mind on, how to build not only a career around that, but financial freedom around that. Because when you act on your passion, you will begin to attract the opportunities and the people that you need to bring your dream into fruition, right? So Forex, what we're going to be talking about today with my boy Jackpot, this is not for everybody. You know, not everyone is going to be a trader or resonates with that lifestyle of trading currencies. Not everyone is willing to put in the sleepless nights required, the time it takes for you to truly integrate the concept of trading currencies, for you to truly get to the point where you are financially free, where you understand the market, where you're really good at predicting what it's about to do based off the strategies that you use, the indicators you use, and you know, what have you. So this is for those of you guys who are ready to take that step, who are at home anyways because of Corona, and want to learn a new skill set, that you guys want to venture out and say, yo, you know what, maybe Forex is for me. Let me give this shit a shot. Let me learn about this. Let me see what it's about. And if it's something that, you know, I feel like I want to invest my time and energy in, then it's only going to affect all of you guys in a beautiful way. Because, bro, this is something that I have been studying for almost 1 year. I started, you know, getting into the Forex market in August of 2019. And it's crazy how everything is so divinely orchestrated, so synchronistic, because I started in August 2019. And from August to December, all I was doing was demoing and studying. You know, just learning, watching countless of hours of YouTube videos, not sleeping at night, literally breaking night at least 3 to 4 times a week. You know, learning about all of the, you know, watching all these Forex gurus and mentors online. And that's how I came across Jackpot. You know, I've seen that there's a lot of people in the younger generation. By younger generation, I mean those of you who are born from 1995 and after, in the early 2000s, like that generation, those of you who are in your early 20s right now, a lot of you guys are very equipped for this type of trading system. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys just naturally have what it takes. A lot of you guys are gamers. A lot of you guys are just really good at coding, really good at being on the internet and technologies. And so something like Forex, if you truly dedicate your time and energy into it, you can master this shit. Just like you can master playing Super Mario and beating all the levels, you can master this Forex. Look at it as a game. But it's a game that could truly bring you financial wealth and you know, generational wealth and success and financial freedom, bro. Like not having to depend on the government, on programs, on EBT, on, you know, Medicaid, on, yo, it's unfortunate because so many of us in the minority, those of us who are Black and Latinos, you know, so many of us in this country depend on these programs, bro. And it's like, it's just crazy. Like we have to get to a point as a society where we depend on our own efforts and our own skill sets to create for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we can't depend on these people, because as soon as you start depending on these grants and these programs and all of this bullshit and these stimulus checks, you want more. You're just sitting around waiting for more instead of putting in the work required to go get your own, create your own. You know what I mean? Step into the position of power where you are presenting opportunities for someone. Don't wait for people to present you for opportunities. Become the person who presents the opportunity. That's the goal. You know what I mean? That's the goal, especially during these coronavirus situations. You got to step into your power. You got to say enough is enough. You got to look at all of this crazy shit that's going on, the child trafficking, the pedophilia rings, all of these things people don't want to talk about. We got to collectively come together and say enough is enough. We need to start talking about this. Not only do we need to start talking about it collectively, but we also need to come up with solutions that people can start learning new skill sets to become financially free so we can step into positions of power. Because unfortunately, guys, if you want to be in a position of power to make moves on this planet, to make moves within the monetary system, you need money. You need money. You can't do shit without it in this country. So play the game. Infiltrate the system from within. Play the game. Go make your money legally so that nothing fucks you in the end or bites you in the ass later on. Do it legally. But go get your money. Become the power being that you know you're destined to be. And I promise you, bro, I promise you, we will change this world. You know what I mean? So, it's already 3 o'clock. I'll wait for my boy Jackpot. Should be in here soon. I don't know if he's already in here, bro, but if you are in here right now, you can start, you know, sending in that request. I see a lot of comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, hold on. Let's see the first. How long have you been trading for? Well, I answered that. Almost a year. In August is going to be a year. Ready to go big in Forex. I feel you, Joe Rising. The time is now, man. We got a lot of time at home. You got to just focus your time and your energy on studying. While you're still, if you got a 9 to 5, you're still working, do what you got to do. If you're a parent like me, you've got responsibilities and children to take care of, do what you have to do. But do this on the side until eventually it gets to the point where you get so good at it that it's second nature, bro, and you can literally just quit your 9 to 5. Hello, love your music. Thank you so much. Basil Sky, I appreciate that. You guys are planting the seeds into the masses. Absolutely, Corbin. You already know that's what we're here for, man. All the indigos, we all here for this right now. This is the time. This is our time to shine and put in the work, put people on. You know what I mean? This is the indigo time, baby. It's the indigo era. The whole 2020s, this is the indigo era. Just so y'all know. Let me see. Yeah, but the system will fuck that up, bro. Intentional. All right, well. Only positive energy in this live, please. Only positive frequencies, please. Don't be commenting negative stuff. Keep your mind positive, bro. Keep your mind positive. What you focus on, you create. You understand? The universe does not care if you want it or you do not want it. It only cares about what you focus on. Always focus on what you want to experience, what you want to create. V. Rabbi. Yes, I do use Hugo's Way. I've also got KOT Forex. I've had an account with Trader's Way as well, but I really don't like using Trader's Way because I don't like their spreads. Hugo's Way is what I've been using mostly as of right now. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm a great artist and father and hard worker with 2 toddlers and a baby on the way. We need this. Yo, bro, I feel you. I feel you. I've got 3 children. I know. I mean, I struggled all throughout my early 20s because I had my kids young. So for me, I struggle because I refuse to do it the easy way out in terms of like, you know, selling drugs and doing shit like that. I'm like, bro, I got to do shit legit. I got to be legit. Like, I'm a father now. I got lives depending on me. I need to create something for myself where I can sustain my family while still inspiring the masses to awaken during these crazy times. So that's what I've been doing, bro. I've been focused. So I feel you on that. Listen, I feel you. There's so many of us men who are going through this, who are awakening, who are actually there for, you know, the mother or kids or wives or, you know, significant others, whatever, who are actually there for our children and doing what we need to do, bro, so we can be, you know, provide for them. You know what I mean? Like, as a man, it is very important for us to feel secure and know that we are able to provide for our own family. You know what I mean? Because if you don't feel that you can provide for your own family as a man, you don't feel fully like a man. You feel defeated. You feel like, damn, I still haven't stepped into like my true divine masculine yet because I can't provide for myself. I can't provide for my family. And so many of us are stuck in that cycle. You know what I mean? Even those of us who are super conscious, we're still stuck in that shit. And you need to realize that most of the reason is because you've got one source of income. That's why. Most of us got this 9 to 5, and it's the only source of income we rely on. We need multiple sources of income. That's the only way you're going to be financially free, bro. You can't just depend on one source of income. So that's why, yeah, if you got your 9 to 5, keep working, but focus on the other things and building the skill set required that can bring you to financial freedom. Remember, something you love so much you're willing to do for free. That's what you need to be focusing on right now during this coronavirus and quarantine situation. Build that skill. This is your time. You used to, especially if you were like a very busy businessman or businesswoman, you're always out on the go and always traveling. Now that you're home, this is your time that you don't have to live that busy ass lifestyle anymore. Some of you guys make a lot of money in corporate America, but you know that lifestyle is not where it's at. And you're sick of that shit and you want to leave, but you feel stuck because you got these bills, you got these priorities. The job sucks, but unfortunately it gives you a lot of money, so you're still there. This is the time to focus your mind on new skill sets, bro, because if not, you're going to drive yourself crazy. The money may be good, but is it worth your internal happiness? No. I don't care if you're making $30,000 a week, bro. It's not worth sabotaging your internal happiness just so you can have the money to support your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is requiring too much money to support it, you can't even leave a job that makes you unhappy, then you need to cut down your lifestyle. You need to really look and analyze, like, yo, what is part of my lifestyle that I no longer need? Know what I mean? Like, what am I focused on? What am I paying my bills on every week or every month that's just a waste of money, a waste of time? It's not serving me. It's not serving me. You need to look back at your lifestyle and see what it is and cut that shit out. Once you cut it out, replace it with a new focus, a new skill set that you're willing to build over time. This is how those of you who are rich and watching this, who don't really need Forex because you're already rich financially, but you need the mental, you need the spiritual aspect of this conversation. You could be financially rich and have it all, but if you're not balanced within, bro, you're not spending that money wisely, and you still have all this money, you're traveling, you're doing all these things, but internally you're still not happy. Why not? Why are you still depressed? If you got all the money in the world, why? Because you are not incorporating the spiritual aspect, the spiritual component into your lifestyle. And until you do, because remember, you are a spiritual being. That is your true form. You are spirit first, having a temporary human experience. So if you get too caught up in just the human experience, the materiality of stuff, then you're screwing yourself long term, because eventually you will hit a plateau financially. You have all the money in the world, done everything you could possibly do, but eventually you hit a plateau. And that's what the elite has done. The elite became so rich that they hit a plateau. And once you hit a plateau in this realm, you have two choices. Choice number one, either you teach the masses what you have attained in order to help them attain what you have attained, or choice number two, you use what you have attained to control the masses and never let them reach the level of being you have attained. That is the choice the elite chose. They became so rich that they chose the side where we're going to use this shit to our advantage and control the masses. We're not going to teach them what we know, how to make money, how to be free, how to heal the body. We ain't going to teach them about that, because if we do it, then what's the point? We're not going to be the richest anymore. And somewhere along the way, as they became really greedy, that's when all the satanic bullshit started coming into play, bro. And they started sacrificing all of these things and getting into it. They lost their souls. Those humans are soulless avatars. That's why they can commit such atrocities. But that's another conversation for another time. I do not want to gear away from this conversation. Let me get on my boy real quick. I know Jackpot's right there, so my bad, brother. Let's get it. Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, my bro? How you doing?
All is well, all is well. I'm glad to be on here today with you.
You already know, man. You already know. I don't know if you've been watching me this whole time, but I've just been going in, bro.
That's great, man. I was hearing some of the things you're saying earlier, man, all facts.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. But look, man, it's an honor to speak to you live. We've been talking on the phone and through text for a little bit now, but to actually talk to you live, bro, that's what's up. It's amazing how, the laws of attraction is really a real thing, because you go from finding someone on YouTube, watching their videos late at night. Bro, I would watch your videos, other Forex mentors videos, super late throughout the night time, and be like, damn, these dudes are really onto something. And the dude's only 23. Like, what is he doing that's so young? How did he attain this? And eventually, like I was saying, the laws of attraction, you focus enough into it. And I knew eventually I was going to become cool with you, bro. I start talking to you because, I always live my life consciously. I like to manifest and attract what I feel like I need. As soon as I saw how genuine you were, I'm like, yo, I really want to reach out to this dude and talk to him, because the fact that you're also into the spiritual aspect of it and you're trying to incorporate and learn meditation and incorporate that into your trading lifestyle, that's powerful for this community, for the Forex community and for the conscious community. Because if we can educate people how to intertwine both aspects together, then it's a win-win for everybody. You feel me? So super grateful, bro, for attracting you into my life and being able to have this conversation.
I'm grateful as well, man, to be able to get this opportunity to talk about this, because that's always something that it's one of those topics. Spirituality is one of those topics that I know a lot about, but I don't really talk about it too often, because a lot of people are not ready for that type of conversation, or they look at it in another way, or probably like the spirit, not even the spiritual, like the religious way of thinking about things. They look at it that in that sense, and a lot of people are not. But I know the ones that's on here is definitely onto what we're talking about, and this audience is just going to get bigger. But for me, it's been a journey. One thing I learned about Forex is that spirituality plays a big role when it comes to trading. We may not think about it or try to ignore the fact that it does, but it really, really does. Just being able to focus onto something and make it work is a big deal, because that goes with everything in life. If your spiritual aspects of life is not in tune, This is why a lot of people can't accomplish a lot of things, not just forex trading, but like, just maybe attracting a job that they want, stuff,
Right.
small stuff like that. If they're not in tune, they're not really going to be able to do that. But if they are, it's going to make the forex journey much easier, because they're going to be able to know exactly, what are the steps that, they need to focus on as far as mentally when things are not going their way. They understand that, hey, that's part of life. Also for
Absolutely.
me, meditation, ever since I've implemented meditation into my life, um, it's been a game changer for me, because you read, and one thing about me, I'm from Haiti, so I never really heard or talk about meditation, anything like where I see people just sit down and close their eyes.
Right.
I'm thinking like some,
Anybody.
different type of spiritual thing, what I'm saying? Because what
Yeah.
I know is you just the what the Europeans gave to us, what the Europeans gave to the slave, which is religion, Christianity, going to church, things like that. But over time, as I got older, I understand it was just more than that. It's not just, this religion is just more like a facade, like something blocking what's real, the reality, which is spirituality. But like you were saying earlier, the people in charge, they're not going to show us these things, because if they show us these things or another way of doing things, then they're not going to be the richest, or they're not going to be the most abundant, or they're not going to be the most healthy anymore. So they hide the information so they could be able to control the masses, which is 100% facts. And
Mm-hmm.
then, but the way they do it, they give us something else to make us feel like they did not rob us from something. So they took the real information away, and they give us religion,
Mm-hmm.
Christianity, and all these other religions that we have. And now we have wars and people fighting because they're not focused on spirituality. They focus on, oh, my religion is better, I'm going to heaven, things like that. And
Exactly.
this is where the confusion come at, but it's really not supposed to be like that. And once we realize that, we could accomplish a lot. The thing with me is that I've been blessed, because not only I'm aware of these things, but I've been able to find a source where I could actually make income and live free. Because
There you go.
we could have all the information that we have in our heads, and we want to do big things, and we want to help others, and be our best selves and live to our true potential. But we are not able to do that fully, because we have lack of funding. Okay, we have to go to work to get a 9 to 5. Our time is being controlled by somebody else, so we can't really do too much that we want. And even if we did, either we're gonna get stopped by not having the time or not having the money to do it. So these are the things that makes it hard too for the information for the information to get out there. Well, these are some of the things that holds the conscious world. I feel like if most people in the conscious world, everyone in the conscious world had like a source of income where they could just go in and grab and come out with however much they need. Oh, everyone come together. We need 300,000 to feed this country here. Boom, go in the market, get it in one day and do it. If it was like
Fact.
that, things would just happen much faster. You feel me? But
Yeah.
it's not
And
like that.
that's why.
It's not like that, because we were taught to work 9 to 5, and the 9 to 5 would never give us the freedom and the time that we need to really live our best lives and do what we want to do and live our true potential and do the right thing. It's not because we are confused and trying to worry about other things that money can take care of. Once we could fix the situation of the money part, the money problem, more people are going to start being themselves, more people are going to be more spiritually aware, and more good is going to happen in the world, because that's the main factor that makes a lot of things go not smooth, or make people rob or kill or do certain things because it's
That's what
that
creates
bad.
criminals, bro. Exactly.
Yeah.
Criminals and criminality in general is because people don't have what they need to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have what you need to survive and you see people of other particular races who have it so easy, or just people in general who have it, what they need, it creates resentment and it creates an anger within you. And that's why you're able to rob and steal and be like, yo, I don't give a F about this being, because it's like dog eat dog, survival of the fittest. You know what I mean?
Hmm?
And people have this wrong mentality about life, because right now we're in 2020 and people try to justify this negative behavior because by saying that, well, we've been doing it since this long. This has been normal. Back in the day, we used to always hunt animals and kill animals and hunt and kill and whatever. And it's always been who can make it to the top and stop worrying about other people. Only worry about yourself and your family. But just because that's how it was in the past, when we were collectively more in that frequency of survival mode, you know what I mean? Like, we are no longer in that frequency collective. It's not just about surviving now. Now it's about surviving and learning how to navigate your consciousness in an effective way, where you can become a true effective citizen in society and affect the masses and be able to step into a position of power where you can attract the following that I've got, the following that you've got. Why do we have this following, bro? Because people genuinely resonate with the information we're putting out.
Right.
There ain't no bullshit. We're not just doing it just because we want money from people. We're doing it because it's more like, yo, we don't need your money, but we're doing it because at the end of the day, you still need some type of even exchange. If you're going to give out all this information about Forex, Jackpot, that you put years, blood, sweat, and tears to gain all this information, but then you just give it to someone who doesn't have their life correct, doesn't have their mind in order, hasn't done the shadow work to truly know mentally where they stand, they're going to get all that money, that free information, and utilize that money for bad things, or for more drugs, or for whatever, to control more people. So it's like people who are willing to actually put in work and the discipline that is required to actually acquire this skill, it changes you, bro. Like, this market changes the way you are as a being, because it makes you more patient, it makes you more disciplined, it makes you more strategic, more focused, bro. It literally adds quality to your character, this market. So that's why it's an amazing market. And I'm like, yo, bro, we can definitely incorporate spirituality into the foreign exchange market, because at the end of the day, stocks and options and all that shit is good. But it's like, those are still companies that you're investing in. And it's like, what I love about the foreign exchange market is, as long as the monetary system is still in place on this planet, money will still exist. And as long as money still exists, you can still trade countries' currencies against each other. So no matter what pandemic, no matter what war, no matter what recession we're in, jobs, whatever, quarantine, you're still able to make money to finance your life, your bills, and to still have the resources to make moves for humanity and for your family. You feel me? So
And
that's why I'm like, bro.
that's powerful right there, because the higher ups, they try to scare us by threatening to take away our jobs, threatening to take away what feeds our family. Once we have that locked in, where you can't tell me I can't do this because I got my own money. I got it from the market. Like,
There you
oh,
go.
I need $1 million to do this project, and if I don't have $1 million, I can't even show up. Okay, I'll come back in 2 months. You come back
There you
with $1
go.
million. That's what the Forex market offers. Now,
Absolutely.
the thing is, just like learning anything, people would have to learn it. And I'm glad that I did my time to be able to know everything that I know and be able to share it with others, where they could shorten their time and make them have success much quicker than trying to learn it on their own and do their own time. Because I already know the ins and outs. I already know what to do and what not to do. You just do what to do, so you could have much more success. Now, once you acquire that skill set, the power comes from you being able to do what you want, say what you want, be where you want, without no one able to stop you. All right? You're not in bondage by anything or anyone, because your money is on the go. And the market is like a frequency. This is why spirituality goes hand in hand with it, because
Word up.
the flow of the market, you have to get in tune what really what's going on inside the market to actually be a success, to know what's going on. And that's why you were saying that it builds character in you, a structured way. It does, because once you in tune with everything that's going on, with the pandemic going on, you will still be safe because you know how to make your money during that time and be able to do what you want to do. Like for me, one of my goals is to be able to do a lot of big things without being in bondage by somebody or something, which is like money, and not having enough money to do something. All right. There's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot of people in the world, especially where I'm from, struggling. There's a lot of things that I want to do. Now, not that there's not already people doing that, but I just personally don't know how these processes work and how they actually distributing the money. The fact that I have a source and I could just get, right? I could just grab it. Of course, it takes work and stuff like that and risking, but I could just grab it. I could literally go there and do something physically where I know it makes an impact, and I could watch it happen because I did the whole process. I went in the market. I got 300K, 500K. I give it away. I watched the transaction happen. I watched people actually got help with that money.
There you go.
You know, that's big to me, and that's one of the things that in the near future that I will be doing, and be able to just go to these countries where people actually need help and build things like build water system and build YMCAs and build different things, because that's what we are able to do. If people knew they had that power to do that, they would do it too, because the human nature is they want to do good. Human nature is they want to help the next man.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
But the way the system is set up, you can't even, you so squish, you can't even help because they choking.
So you're not good. You're not good. So most of us are not good out here. You know what I mean? Like most of Americans, especially us, like I said, especially the minorities, you know, Latino and Black community in this country, most of us are not in good positions where we can help others. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even got our own shit together. How can we help the masses? You know what I'm saying? So this is why I love this whole market, bro, because I feel like this market can turn average, everyday citizens, like people who are not spiritually gifted, musically inclined, don't have athleticism, don't have what it takes to be this, like, you know, public figure or whatever. People who are just really good at doing office work, really good at gardening. Like foreign exchange market can turn everyday people into someone who is now in a position of power to make power moves.
Yes.
This is why it's like, bro,
they fear that.
They fear that because they fear their own success, bro. We're programmed to fear our own success because sometimes we know we're capable of putting in the mental discipline and focus required to be successful in Forex, but we're afraid of like, yo, but what happens when I really do attain silent millions on my own? Can I even handle that money? What the hell am I going to do with it? Am I just going to blow it all in one day? Because I've never handled so much money in my life. This is why the spiritual.
This is the key of why we having this live right here, because that's where the spirituality come in at. You know, because
exactly, bro.
When you in tune now, it's not like, oh man, I got all this. You will know what to do because you connected. Once you connected, then it's not like you know exactly what to do and you make the right decision. And it's not all the time it's going to be the right decision, but most of your decision is going to be based on the overall good of everything and everyone when you are in tune. And this is why spirituality is really, really important. And once you got that set and packed, you could be able to work and do what you got to do so you could get to that level where you're stable, where you're not like all over the place. You're not like you up and then 2 months later you go broke, you know, or stuff like that.
Happens every day. You know what it is for the beginner trader who starts Forex, blowing accounts like crazy because what makes us beginners blow so many accounts is because mentally we're not aligned.
They're not.
And so we can't control the greed factor. Yeah, you can't control your greed. You can't control your risk management. You can't control your emotions. When you lose money, you become depressed, discouraged, and then you quit Forex. Why? Because spiritually, you're not there. You feel me? This is why you have to spiritually get there first. Because when I feel like listen, some people get there financially first and then the spiritual comes. Some people get there spiritually first and then the financials come. Whichever side that you're on, know that you cannot have one without the other. There needs to be balance so that
Right.
you can actually be an effective being in this awakening with your money and what you're doing. That you can, you can do a lot of stuff. But yo, Jackpot, I know that we're kind of limited on time. This is gonna be done in this is like an hour max that it allows us. And I think I've been on live since like 2:50. So it's been about 35 minutes or something. So I do have a couple questions I want to ask you. So hopefully we can get through them quickly and you can answer some questions for some people. One thing I wanted to ask you, bro, is how did you create that jackpot strategy that you famously talk about in your videos? How did you get to the point where you were able to get all these indicators together and it worked for you? It clicked. Like, how did you create this strategy, bro?
That's a great question, man. And that revolves around spirituality too, because that's what I was saying. When you know the purpose, you're not doing things anymore just for money, because now you know you're gonna have money anyway.
Right.
So it's more like you being guided by a higher power. See, I say higher power because I don't want to confuse people with religion. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you are guided by the higher power, things would align for you to make it work. So to really answer your question, when I started trading Forex, I knew the power of Forex. I knew what it could bring to my life, not just my life, other people around me, and just my family and others that really need help. So I thought to
Word.
myself, what's stopping me right now from doing all the things that I want to do? Money. All right. And Forex is where the money at. Right. It came to a conclusion then. If Forex is where the money at, and I have a good heart, I want to do a lot of things, but I don't have money to do it. Why not spend hours mastering my craft for a little bit? It doesn't have to be 10 years. You know, some people think 10, 20 years to work, to make this work. It could be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. If you do 5 years of Forex, you will be good. So I thought to myself, why not just go hard and make this thing work so I could do all the things that I want to do, help a lot of people. Because like we were saying earlier, to help others, you have to first help yourself. So I had to
Absolutely.
master my skills so I could help myself and now be able to help others as well. So what I did is, on my downtime when everyone was doing their 9 to 5 and I had family members telling me to do their thing, because you know, when you don't have no money and you trying to make something work, everyone have their opinion of what you should do. Or you should do this, or you should do that, you should do that. You just have to stay focused on your thing. Even if it's not working at the moment, you have to stay focused on your thing. So what I did, I focused on my thing. So I was just on the charts every weekend. I'm on the charts. Every time that uh weekend come, I'm on the charts. Monday, Tuesday, I'm on the charts. I stayed
Right.
up really. I stayed up to see how the market moved, like how London session worked the night time. But the thing is, you don't have to keep doing these things all the time. You do it like 2, 3 times. That's it. Because now you know, right?
Right.
So that's how I've been able to do it over time. So over time, I've been able to do it like that. And every time I take a loss, because I'm spiritually connected, I'm not thinking, oh man, Forex sucks, I'm not doing this no more. Because I'm not thinking about money. I'm thinking about making it work. That's it. Of course, when it works, the money come. But I'm thinking about finding a way to always make it work. Always. So I could, like we talk about, if you need 300,000, you just go in and grab it. I wanted to make a system where it's like that. I did a 300,000, 100,000, I'll go in and grab it. So what I did is I spent time putting pieces together, putting indicators together until it made sense, until it showed me what I wanted to see. And it took time so I could see what I want to see. So for example, if I want a buy, I need to add tools to show me this is buying. So I know. Because when you know, that's where you make the money. So I just spent a lot of time just putting things together until it just clicked, until everything that I put together worked, and it showed me what I wanted to see, and then I was able to utilize it over time and then find ways to make it work consistently. Now it works fully for me, and it's a blessing to be able to show it to others as well, because it's really like a shortcut to success in a way of knowing what to look for, because the Forex market is very vast and a lot of people could get confused. You just get in, you don't know what to do. So the tools that I have set up is to show you where to buy and where to sell, when to get out, when to get in, when to add trades and stuff like that. And it took time, but it was well worth it. And it's because I was working on based on the spirit, like based with where my business is at right now. No one told me to do anything. It all really came from my head. And what's my head? It's the higher power, the man upstairs. And it just comes to you when you connected it. It comes to you what you should be doing at a certain time to get a certain result. It just comes to you until it actually work. And what happened is when you connect it, at first, for those that's never been into spirituality or anything like that, you have to give it time to work. You have to give it time for your intuition to develop, to talk to you, so you could know what is an intuition, or when it's talking to you. I've even tried not listening to my intuition and see what happened. These are the time. That's what you have to do, like, to get to.
Trial and error, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That brings growth. You know what I mean? That's good.
Exactly. And you just get used to it. So you know now, oh, that's the spirit talking to me. Oh, that's what I should do. And you just learn it over time, And if you move like that, you're going to have success, especially if you have the right intentions. It's always going to work out because you have the right intentions. So that's what I've been able to do, man. And it's been great so far. And it's a blessing.
And that's beautiful, bro. I'm super grateful and, for your existence on this planet, being able to do something that will be a force for not only your community, but for the world and the Forex community in general. Like, everyone needs to really come together during these crazy times and realize that right now there's more things we need to be focusing on. And, Forex is really one of those things that we should, if you're aligned with it, because it's not for everybody, but if you're aligned with it, this is something you definitely need to be giving your time for. Because like you were saying before, at the end of the day, bro, time is going to continue passing. So either you're still working your 9 to 5 every day in fear of the corona and what you should do and social distancing and all this mask stuff, time is still progressing. So regardless, as time is going to keep passing anyways, you might as well put your time in use and start learning this damn skill and practicing, back testing, demoing. And something else I want to touch on that I always hear you say in a lot of your videos, and I always agree with you, is that people have this perception of Forex where they think in order to be profitable or to start well, you need to have like a $3,000 account to start with just to be profitable in Forex. And one thing you would always say that stuck with me, bro, and made me realize that you said in this one video, if you can't turn a $100 account into $1,000, you'll never turn $1,000 into $10,000, etc. You need to learn the knowledge and the skill to flip any size account.
Right.
Because as soon as you can flip $100 to $10,000, you can flip anything. Anything.
Yep. Because now you're focusing on real skill, not money, and that's where the money come. And the reason why people say that, oh, you need a lot of money, this saying just came from the higher ups. The people that want us to stay out this game because they know we don't have 10,000, that we don't have 20,000 to invest. So they say, oh yeah, you need 5,000, 10,000 to invest. So we just kick us out the game right away. We don't even want to think about first because now we know we need 10,000 to invest. How the hell are we going to invest? But if I were to tell you, oh, you could start with $50 or $100, well, I could do that. I could make it work. Even if you broke, you could make it work. Now there's hope for you. You could do it. You could potentially win too. So that's where that saying came from, really, to take these people like us out, man, that are, people that look like us. They're trying to kick us out.
Facts, bro. It's true, man. It's absolutely true. Now, another question I want to ask you, bro, for those who are watching right now, who are beginners and who are just getting into this trading world, or who are about to because they're watching this live and they don't know where to start, right? Like, let me see. I wrote some questions down for here. What are some tips and advice that you could give the beginner trader, like what they should be focusing on first if they're really going to start this journey? Like, what should they focus on to actually become profitable and successful as a Forex trader?
I think they have to make a decision that they're going to be doing Forex for a long time. That's really the common denominator. Because when you come in Forex with a mindset, you're going to try it, then you're not going to really go as hard to really learning it. So it's going to be like this thing you try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you don't care. But Forex is much more valuable than that. You know, you have to give it more respect than that. It's
Mm.
way much more valuable than I'm going to try it. It's because a lot of people, we don't understand the value of Forex. So we try it. We don't go hard
Mm.
because we don't know what it could really do. But if your future self were to go 10 years ahead and then come back to you and say, hey, man, you did that Forex thing and you rich. You have 10, $20 million to your name. Your future self came back to you and told you that, you go hard because you already know the result.
Right.
But reality, we don't know the result yet until you do the work. So my advice is
Action.
make a decision to do Forex and just keep doing it. Never quitting type mindset. That's the only way it's going to work. Because if you're trying it, you're trying it. You're never going to reach that real level. And there's some people that make part-time money in Forex and they're happy with that. That's good. But Forex was not meant for part-time. Forex was meant for you to make $1 million, $1 billion, so you could really have the true impact that you want in the world. And that could be around spirituality. That could be around other things that you may want around your passion. But use Forex as where you get your money to do it. Think of Forex
So
as like this tree. You could go and grab the money, but there's certain things that you have to do in order to go and just grab it willingly, you know, like creating an account. You know, some new people might take a whole month learning about brokers before they actually find a broker and trade. These are all like fear of, because they're trying it. They're not doing it. They're trying it. When you're trying something, it'll take longer to actually do it. So to find a broker account take a month. Learning about Instacoins and Bitcoins to deposit take another month. Now you're in 2 months, right? And it's partly not their fault because they work 9 to 5. But once you adopt the mindset that, hey, man, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go hard and I'm never going to look back, then things change now because now you're thinking, okay, today I want to get my broker account set up. I'm going to learn about broker's account. So you're not going to wait a month. Because you need to make money now. Because this is what you're going to be doing for real. You tell yourself that. And once you decide that, everything start working for you. Because when you talk, and based around spirituality, when you talk, your spirit and everything around you for the sole purpose of protecting you and bring good to your life, go out there and try to make what you say happen. So if you say, I want to be a great trader, one thing that I do, I have affirmation that I do. So every day I would say, I am a great trader. I am a great trader. I am a millionaire. I am the best trader in the world. I say these things not in a bragful way, but it's an affirmation because now what happened is my spirit and everything around me that's for the sole purpose of my good, they'll go out there and try to make that happen for me. They'll find the right people to put in my life to make it happen for me. That, what I said that morning, will bring intuition to my head to maybe try out this indicator, and then that indicator ended up being the one thing that I needed to have success. You feel me? Because I'm in that mindset. I'm connected. I'm in that mindset. I'm in that mind frame. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. I want to be a great trader. I want to be able to provide for people. So I think it first start with making the decision that this is it, and then take massive action to making it happen every single day, even if it's not clear, but every day, and say your affirmations to make it happen quicker. And that's what I've been doing, and that's my
that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful that you've been able, you know, like you said, you're very young. What are you, 24?
before
24 years old. You know what I mean? Like, you are in a position where many people are not in until they're in their 40s. Many people might never be in the position you're in. Many people are in their 60s and 70s still trying to find jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I see it in my community, in my own family, and I see it, bro. And that shit, it breaks my heart because it makes me realize that, yo, for you to get to the point where you are your parents' age and you're still trying to depend on the system to bring you the finances you need to just survive, it's like you have the choice, bro. If you're a 20-year-old person right now watching this, you got the choice. Are you going to focus your time in just the media and trying to be cool and trying to be a famous person, rapper, and all of this shit? and on what's cool, what's in, copping the Jordans and trying to fit in with this bullshit ass media, or are you going to really focus your young self for the next decade that you're in your 20s to create a skill and come by the time you're 24, like Jackpot, be in the position where not only can you sustain yourself and your entire family, but if someone brings you an opportunity, like if I, Cruz, come to you, Jackpot, and say, yo, Jackpot, I know that right now, if me and you can come up with 300K, we can invest in this system that's going to help all minorities in the United States alone, but it requires 300K of our own money. If I bring you that opportunity, because you're already in this position of power, 300K, say less. Here's 150, but 150, we made it happen for humans without the need of government funding and stimulus and nothing. We made it happen to
That's
regular people in society. That's why this is powerful.
that's
That's why you need to focus your mind on this. If you're going to take it serious, like you said, give it 1,000% of your energy. Don't just try. If you make the decision to do it long term. Understand that there's going to be moments you got to walk away from the charts. Sometimes you just got to walk away. You know what I mean? And it's fine. But don't get discouraged to the point that you quit 100%. You got to realize that this is a market that's based off of your efforts 100%. That's why I love this shit, because you want to test yourself where you are as a person, as a creator, then join Forex market, bro. Because the Forex market is going to test you as a creator.
right.
How much can you create for yourself? Where is your mental discipline at? How aligned are you spiritually? Can you really create financial? Yo, can you make yourself a self-made millionaire? Do you have what it takes mentally to make yourself a self-made millionaire? Because no 9 to 5 or salary is going to do that for you. It's fixed income, bro. You're never going to be rich. So do you have what it takes? Can you do this? The intention of why I wanted to create this live with you, bro, for my following and your following, is because I want our followers to come in one place, one common place right here in live, watch us talking about things and get inspired to study more and take action and be like, where, what are these two guys talking about? What they're talking about is making me feel good. I've been going through some of the comments as you're talking, and I see a lot of people are aligning, like, yo, I'm so happy I align with this live. I'm so happy you guys are talking about this. Keep going. This is what we need. Like, I'm seeing these comments of people saying that. And it shows me that the people are ready, bro. The people are ready to make moves. And it takes people like yourself and myself who are already in these positions with this little following that we got to put it out there, because the news ain't going to do it. School ain't going to do it.
No.
College ain't going to do it. We're going to do it. It's our
These celebrities
responsibility.
not going to do it too.
Yo, that shit got me super disappointed, bro. All these celebrities, and if you're a celebrity watching this right now or in the future, you watch this live, you have a responsibility with the platform that you got. If you really are for the people, this is your time to prove that you are for the people and use your platform to expose this shit.
Now it's exposing them. It's exposing them in a way, because it shows how little they know. Because now
Exactly.
it's time to perform and they can't show up and perform. Everything
There you
was just
go.
facade. It's fake.
Everything is a facade, bro. This only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. Love is the highest frequency within existence, the most powerful frequency within existence. Anything else is an illusion. So that takes spiritual mastery for you to understand that fundamental, undebatable truth. You can't debate with that. And if you try to debate with it, you do not know enough spiritually. You're still spiritually immature.
Right.
Once you have true experiences within the spiritual realm, meditation, astral projection, multidimensional experiences, extraterrestrial experiences, spiritual realm experiences, bro. Once you have it for yourself, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt what you are, how you're connected to spirit, nature, animals, God. You understand the grand picture. So for you to debate with love being the highest frequency of existence, you just don't know enough yet. And that's okay, bro. We're all going through this journey and we're all not there yet. Some people will look at what I'm saying and laugh, like, look at this corny hippie ass dude, don't know what he's talking about love and whatever. It is what it is. Everyone's on their own frequency. Everyone's on their own level of awareness, on their own path. And we just got to make it happen, bro. Help these people out.
Yeah, for sure, man. And one thing I'm doing in a way to connect with the masses in a way is I'm really helping these celebrities too, actually have something to talk about, because they really don't have nothing to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
and
I see it, bro. I see it. You posting
yeah,
about certain people you with.
for sure. So what I'm trying to do really now is to use my influence and what I have to get into that circle where they could get the message across for me to people, because people will listen. Once you dumb down the information and it's somebody they like, they'll listen.
There you go.
Because, oh, this guy is doing it. I've been following him. Oh, that's my favorite artist. I'm going to listen to what he say. Oh, do Forex. Okay. Because that's how they are. They're dumb. They're just followers. So I'm going to dumb down to their level, right? And I'm going to work
lower
with
your
them.
frequency. There you go. You have to, bro. And unfortunately, listen, unfortunately, for those of you who also want to do the same thing and have followings, you got to understand that the hate is going to come. There's going to be people who are trying to assassinate your character, especially you, that I see that you have so many people trying to create fake accounts around you and steal people's money. Like, bro, we live in a world, unfortunately, that there's still conniving human beings, and that just comes with this. But people really need to realize, bro, that at the end of the day, you need to learn how to become more sensitive to energy and the spiritual realm, because this is how your bullshit monitor or meter is going to go up.
Right.
Your intuition, your discernment, this is how you know who's about it and who's not, and you won't get tricked into sending someone $500 because you think that that's jackpot. Like, I've seen some stuff that you put in your stories, and I'm just like, bro, how the hell does anyone really think they're gonna send someone $500 to someone who has like 1,000 followers, but yeah, your videos have like over 20,000 views, but your Instagram has 1,000 followers, and they're really gonna think that that's you? Like, bro, if you just put in your name, multiple names come out. Look for the one with the biggest following, with the biggest consistency, and you'll know which is the real jackpot. Like, it's pretty obvious. You know what I'm saying? So people who need help, who need the spiritual aspect, you could see it because they get succumbed to these things. They get sucked into this, and they get screwed in the end. And they think that you're screwing them. And they think that you're obligated, like, yo, jackpot, I just sent someone $500. How are you going to help me, bro? What are you going to do to get me my money back? And you're like, what? Like, how am I supposed to help you get your money back? Bro, you need to be on point. This is why we're doing this live, because those of you who are traders, who are about to become traders because of this live, you need to do your part spiritually to be sustained mentally, bro, because this is a whole nother animal. The Forex market will make you broke so quick or make you rich so quick if you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You could lose it all like this, but you can become rich overnight. Like, this is the only market that I know you can become rich overnight, bro, if you know what you're doing.
Right.
So it's like you said, bro, you got to be in it 100%. Understand that this is a journey. This doesn't end. Attract like-minded individuals. Start following other traders. Start reaching out to traders. Ask questions. Become cool. One thing I love about your course, bro, and I want people, you know, because our live's about to finish soon. I think it's reaching an hour soon, so I'm going to cut it off. But one thing I always am grateful for investing in your course, because I'm the type of person I like to do my research before I invest. I invest, and I did my research on a lot of YouTubers, Forex mentors, and I resonate with a lot of these dudes. Shout out to all of them. There's a lot of good guys out there. But one thing, the reason why I decided to invest in your course was because of your genuineness and your energy. See, like, I've been on this spiritual path now, Jackpot, for 13 years, and I have attained and acquired a lot of abilities within myself. Spiritual abilities, being able to see people's true intentions, read auras, see energy. So, like, I know it's bullshit and was about it. And I knew from the beginning when I saw your energies and your videos, I'm like, yo, this dude is definitely on that. So I'm going to keep listening to your stuff. So I decided to invest in your course. And honestly, bro, out of all these people out here who have courses, you have one of the most affordable courses that anyone can come up with. $275 and pay for that course is good for an entire year, rather than paying $1,000 for a course or $200 a month. Like, that's just ridiculous. There's people out here who are charging that. So it's like, yeah, you put in the work, you put it together, you know, the delivery is nice in a good format, and you're teaching people your strategy that helped you become rich. So what's $275 that you're willing to drop on Jordans anyways? You might as well invest in something that's going to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset behind why I purchased your course, why I invested. And yo, I'm going to tell you right now, when I took action and invested in your course, I became a part of your Telegram group. And you remember when I started, I was putting in a lot of work. I was speaking in the Telegram group, trying to promote positivity. And that's just what I'm about. If I'm into something that I'm exposed to a lot of people, I'm going to bring in that positive energy and try to make you think outside the box. Whether you agree with it or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that person that makes you uncomfortable, to make you see what's going on. You know, tune up. So when I was doing these things, bro, your Telegram group, I have attracted people in my life that I can say will probably be in my life for the rest of my life. I've met new friends, new traders and stuff that I'm like, because of your Telegram group, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. When you join your course in your FX Capital online website, Shit, we got 25 seconds about to finish. But yeah, when you join your group, bro, I want everyone to know that you have a lot of support with a community of people who are doing it too, bro. But Jackpot, listen, bro, we got 15 seconds left before it finishes. I appreciate your energy, bro. Thank you for what you're doing with the community. Let's definitely do another live very soon to keep inspiring the people. But yo, 5 seconds left. Appreciate you, brother. And let's keep making it happen for the masses, all right?
Thank you for having